top 10 intense sports rivalries. Number 10. Duke vs UNC, college basketball. These two schools are merely 8 miles apart. If they could create pumpkin catapults to make the distance, I'm sure they would. The Tar Heels and Blue Devils have been at each other's throats since their first game in 1920. You would have to ask a Blue Devil or Tar Heel to find out which team truly was the best, and they will gladly tell you in detail. Number 9. Martina Navratilova vs Chris Evert, tennis rivalry. For 15 years, these superb tennis players had a rivalry that excited millions. They went head-to-head over 80 times, 60 of which were for titles. Martina Overall was the winner of more matches, but they both managed to propel women's tennis into the spotlight. Number 8. Ali vs Frazier, boxing rivalry. Ali was a master at tormenting Frazier before the fights. It certainly only served to fuel Frazier's desire to beat Ali, which he did in their first fight. The second match ended with Ali the victor, and the third, most famous, Thrilla and Manilla fight, said to be one of the best fights in boxing history. Ali won that fight by decision. Number 7. Andretti Vs Foyt, IndyCar rivalry. This one really boils down to which you like better. Their lives growing up were almost mirror images of each other. They loved to compete. A.J. Foyt and Mario Andretti's rivalry took place over almost 20 years. These two never had a shortage of colorful words to share with each other. Number 6. Canadiens vs Bruins, hockey rivalry. More like tribal warfare as much as a hockey game. These two teams have faced off more than any other hockey team, and every time they do, there is a very real chance you may see some blood on the ice. When these two teams meet, a certain fervor energizes the crowd. And as they say, I went to the riot, and a hockey game broke out. Number 5. New Zealand vs Australia, rugby rivalry. Another great example of when two countries just can't declare all-out war. They have a sporting event. In this case, it's New Zealand and Australia on the rugby fields. Few sports provide the brutal, fast-paced action like rugby can. Number 4. Coe Vs Ovett, running rivalry. An Olympic rivalry for the ages. Sebastian Coe and Steve Ovett could not have been more different. Even their training was as different as night and day. They swapped world record titles 5 times between 1979 and 1985, and Ovett's 2-mile record still stands today. Number 3. New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. These two teams have been meeting on the diamond for over 100 years now, and when the Red Sox sold Babe Ruth to the Yankees, creating the curse of the Bambino, it was like throwing gas on a fire. Number 2. Soccer, Barcelona vs Real Madrid rivalry. Similar to the rivalry that New Zealand and Australia has in rugby, with one exception. While New Zealand and Australia's teams are part of separate countries, Barcelona and Real Madrid's relationship is a little different. Real Madrid, Spain, actually has control over the region of Catalonia, Barcelona. Also, having very different cultures fuels the rivalry. If not for soccer, these two regions may very well just decide to address their differences in a much more violent fashion. Number 1. Dodgers and Giants, a rivalry that has spanned over 130 years and across the entire United States of America. Their first game together was in April of 1884, and ever since then, the Dodgers and Giants have been going back and forth as to which ball club is the greatest. Just to let you know how close this stupendous contest has been, these two teams have faced each other over 2,300 times. Of that, the Giants have just the slightest edge of just an over 20-game lead on the Dodgers. But that is only as of right now. This rivalry makes it to our number 1 spot. I know this list could have been a top 100, and still, not everyone's favorite rivalry would be in it. So, time for the question of the day. Which rivalry did we miss that you must have in your top 10? Let us know in the comments below. And as usual, thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button to see more awesome top 10 clips. We come out with top 10 videos just for you every week. And yes, you. Be sure to give this clip a thumbs up and go ahead and check out one of our other top 10 videos you see on the screen now.